Good morning, Sam. It is Wednesday, October 20th, 2021. Today, I was feeling a little bit blue. I was feeling a little just like funky, like I couldn't quite pinpoint exactly what was going on. And I went to class and just wasn't feeling it. Didn't really participate, didn't really know what to say. And I went to go pick up some groceries because I just didn't have food in my apartment. And I'm in the grocery store and I've made a list of the things that I need, and so I'm picking everything out. And as I'm standing there waiting to check out, this woman kind of asks if she can butt in front of me. I have a cart full of groceries. Which one of these is recycling versus trash? I never know. Does it say anywhere on any of these? They're both full of garbage. This is the problem with university recycling and trash. They're not labeled. I don't know which is which. When I was growing up in my town, brown was always recycling. But I've heard other people say that green was their recycling. I'm just gonna put it in this one. That one has food in it, so I know it's being thrown away. So anyway, I'm in line and this woman asks to go in front of me, and I'm, sort of listening to my podcast, whatever, go ahead. And she's standing in line and she's pulling other things off the shelf, she's grabbing a bottle of something, she looks at it, decides not to take it, puts it back, she's holding some milk duds, is gonna buy them, and then decides not to, puts them back, and grabs 2 boxes of Oreos and some marshmallows. And so she's her order is changing as she's standing in line. I watch as she puts her groceries on the conveyor belt, and she puts them really, really close to the woman in front of her. So close that I'm I think they might get checked out on accident by the person in front of you. So her groceries get checked out, and then she's not paying any attention. And she goes up to the cashier and she's hey, my groceries got checked out. And there's still a couple more of hers that are on the conveyor belt that were a little further back. And the cashier's oh, no problem. They grab the groceries from the other woman, who's a little bit irritated because, her groceries got checked out and she didn't use a divider and whatever. And then the woman who's trying to check this stuff out starts berating the cashier about what groceries she has. And she's asking the cashier, she's wait, so which ones are mine? And I make sure I'm paying for the right ones. And the cashier's yeah, these ones that you put down on the belt, these ones are yours, these are the ones you're paying for. And then she hands her her groceries and she looks at the groceries, all of which I saw her put on the belt. And she goes, these aren't mine. She goes, just the Oreos and this are mine, and there's a cheesecake. And the woman's there was no cheesecake. She's no, there's a cheesecake and it's these two and that's it. And the cashier just very politely goes all right, no problem. We'll take these ones back. We'll give you cash, no worries. But I looked at this woman with the Oreos and the marshmallows, who was clearly struggling with something. I don't know what was going on. I don't know if she just wasn't here mentally. I don't know if she was just having a bad day. I don't know if she's struggling from something. Clearly something was happening. The mildly crummy and inconvenienced day that I was having of not wanting to go to class and irritated because the milk that I had in my fridge was probably going bad was incomparable to whatever she was clearly going through. And that's not to pity her or to look down on her in any way. To simply just take a sigh of relief and be thankful for where I was at, and to maybe just, feel a little bit better about my day and about my life, and wish her the absolute best. Thank you so much for watching. Sam, I'll see you tomorrow.